بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. Yes, good morning. We have to wait for the students to come. There is an update notification. That's why they ordered for the password. The same password, but because there is an update in the that's why they asked you to enter the new password. Well, we have wait students come. Welcome Suleiman, welcome Tamim, welcome Ziad, Abdullah, Muhammad Fuad, Abdullah, Suleiman. You are all welcome. Let's wait other students to come in order to begin our lesson. Just we want to wait. Your brothers, we have to give them only 2 minutes. Okay. Welcome Mubarak. Welcome Rahman Harbi. Welcome Khalid. You are all welcome to this lesson. Welcome Faisal. We have to wait another 1 minute for us to give the chance to all students to come. During this time, you have to open your books, people's book, page 102. Welcome Malik, welcome Abdullah, Shilwi, welcome Bandar. Hey, my dear students, now open your books, page 102. Okay. 102. Open your books. 102.
السلام عليكم.
I want you to open your books, please. Open your books, page 100.
لا علق جوالي عبد العزيز صلي يلا محمد عبد العزيز صلي.
Did you open your books, please, my dear students? Open your books, page 102. As you see, we are in unit 10, page 102, reading and speaking. Did you all open your books?
Yes.
Did you all open your books?
أنا ما أدري عن الأول. باقي ما أعرف. يا أستاذ هذه الصورة ما عندنا.
Open your book, Abdullah, page 102. All of you.
يا أستاذ هذه الصورة ما عندنا. ما عندنا الصورة اللي باليسار.
Which one do you have? Yes, page 102. This page.
يا الصورة هذه ما عندنا. بس الأسئلة.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. Which picture do you have in your books? Tell me, please. Our lesson title is reading comprehension and vocabulary. As we all know that lesson 2 always will be about questions from the previous text. Okay, we want to answer some questions. These are 8 questions from the text that we read in Thursday about Prince Sultan bin Salman, the first Arab and Muslim astronaut who went to the space. Okay, before we answer these 8 questions, we have to go little back to the text here, and these are the main dates or the key dates that Prince Sultan was born on 27th of June 1956, and then he started work at the Ministry of Information 82, and then he joined the Royal Saudi Air Force at 1985. He flew to the space in 17th of June 1985. Then he returned to Earth in 24th of June 1985, and he left the Royal Saudi Air Force at 1996. In 2000, he became the Minister of Tourism in Saudi Arabia. These are the key dates. You have to remember them. You have to know them because we are going to answer questions from these dates and also from these 2 texts. We are going only to take important information. For example, Prince Sultan had his education in Saudi Arabia and in the United States of America. He went to University of Denver, and then he went to University of Syracuse so as to study master, and then at 1982 he started working at the Ministry of Information in Saudi Arabia. In 1985 he was chosen to be an astronaut. Then he trained in Houston City. There is a center called Johnson Space Center. Okay, he trained for 2 months. These are very important information. In 17th of June 1985, the space shuttle took off. Okay, so what he did in the space, he released, or he helped to release, an Arab satellite. Okay, and he became the first Arab in space, the first Muslim in space, the youngest one in space, because at that time he was only 28 years. He spoke to his uncle King Fahad, the king of Saudi Arabia at that time. He spoke to him in English and Arabic through the radio telephone. Okay. Then also one of the important things that Prince Sultan has 3 children. People in the world and in the Arab region or in the Arab area call him the astronaut prince. Okay, and the last space shuttle took off on 21st of July 2011, and we said that also to be astronaut you have to be fit, you have to be strong, you have to be young. These 3 persons, every one of them has a pioneer in something. For example, Yuri Gagarin, he is from Russia, and he was the first man in the space at all. As we said, he went to space in the 12th of April 1961, and Valentina Tereshkova, also this woman from Russia, and she was the first woman in the space. She went to space on 16th of June 1963, And then Neil Armstrong, he is from America, and this is the first one to be in the moon. He went to the moon in the 21st of July 1969. Well, all this we already had last week, but we get back in order to answer the questions. I will give you a chance to answer these questions. For example, question number 1. When was Prince Sultan born? When we say when, it means we are asking about time, about the year. So when was Prince Sultan born? Who can tell me the answer? Who can tell me the answer? When was Prince Sultan born? If you want to answer, please raise your hand. Raise your hand to let me see your hands in order to answer the question. When was Prince Sultan born? Okay, I will choose randomly. Abdullah Shelwi, can you hear me? Abdullah can't hear me. Okay, Abdulaziz Meheza, can you hear me? Abdulaziz,
Yes.
can you tell me, please, when was Prince Sultan born? Which date, which year he was? Tell me, please. Okay. When you know the answer, please tell me. Bender. Well, our question says, when was Prince Sultan born? I'm trying to open your microphones. Please, if you want to answer, open your microphone, okay? Well, the question says, when was Prince Sultan born? When was he born? Which year was he born? I'm trying to open your microphones. Please open your microphone in order to answer. Yes, Mubarak. Mubarak Dahtani, can you hear me? Mubarak Dahtani. Yes, Mubarak. Can you tell me when was Prince Sultan born? Okay. What about Tamim Al-Amri? Can you tell me the answer to this question? When was Prince Sultan born? Yes. I'm trying to open your microphone, but you are closing the microphone.
Yes.
Yes, Tamim. When was Prince Sultan born? We say he was born in. Yes. You can get back, Tamim, you can get back to the lesson, you can get back to the text and tell me, when was Prince Sultan born? Which year he was born? Okay, Tamim, when you know the answer, tell me, please. Okay. Sulaiman Al-Hamza. Sulaiman. Okay. Abdurrahman Al-Harbi.
Yes.
When was Prince Sultan born?
ايش معناها؟
Which year he was born? We have to know the meaning of the word born.
طب ايش معناها يا أستاذ؟
Arabic it means متى ولد الأمير سلطان. When was Prince Sultan born? Yes, you know the answer?
1965.
We say 19. We said that we read the year that begins with 19. We read two numbers on the left and two numbers on the right. So we say Prince Sultan was born in 19. Yes, 19 what? Yes, Harbi, go on. You're doing well.
1965.
1965 or 1956.
1956.
Yes, we said Prince Sultan was born in 27th of June 1956. Thank you, Harbi. Thank you. Well done. Now let's go to question number 2. Where did he got to school? Where, it means about the place. Which city, which town that Prince Sultan let me choose another one. Let me give the chance. One. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Harbi. Well done. What about Suleiman Hamza? Suleiman, please open your microphone. Abdullah Al-Isa. Abdullah Al-Isa, can you hear me?
Yes.
Isa, where to school? In which town, in which city that Prince Sultan went to school? Did he go to school in Jeddah or in Dammam or in Riyadh or in Mecca or in Medina? Which town, which city? Where did he go to school? Yes, Abdullah Isa, please open your microphone to answer. I opened your microphone already.
جدة.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think he went, right? In Riyadh, not Jeddah, okay?
Yeah.
Went, we say he went to a school in Riyadh. Okay, question number 3. Question number 3 says, where did he go to university? Also, we have the same questions. Begin with the word where. When we ask a question begins with where, it means I'm asking about the place, about the city, about the town, about the country. Okay, so where did he go to university? He went to school in Riyadh, and he went to school where? Did he go to a university in Saudi Arabia, or he went to a university in the United States of America? So where did he go to university? Who can answer this question? I will choose students to answer the question. Let me say, Fahad, can you hear me? Fahad. Microphone. Fahad. Okay, let me say, what about you, Malik?
قال اسمي سمعت يبغى اقرا ما
مالك البرادي.
نعم.
Yes, can you tell me where did he go to university? In which country? Did he go to a university in Saudi Arabia or in the United States of America?
America.
Yes, good, Malik. Thank you. Very good. He went to a university in the United States of America. Thank you, Malik. Well done. Okay, let me choose another one to answer question number 4. When? The question begins with the word when. And when the question begins with the word when, it means we are asking about the time, about the day, okay, about the date. When did he take off in the space shuttle? Prince Sultan bin Salman, he went to the space. His space shuttle took off in a certain date, a certain day. Can you tell me when this happened? When did he take off in the space shuttle? We are asking about the time. We are asking about the date he took off to the space. Yes, what about you, Mish'al? Mish'al Al-Ghifali. You have the microphone now. Okay, let me choose another one. Naif Al-Harbi. Can you tell me when did he take off in the space shuttle? When did he take off? When did he went to the space? Do you remember the date that Prince Sultan took off to the space? Which date? Can you tell me? Yes, Naif, you have the microphone now. You can go back to the text. You can go back to the lesson. These are the key information here. Okay, these are the key dates. From here, can you tell me which date or which year that Prince Sultan took off to the space? From these dates, which one? Yes. When did he fly to the space on his space shuttle? Which date? When the question begins with the word when, it means in Arabic mata. So when did his space shuttle took off or take off to the space? Which date? Can you tell me?
1992.
Naif, please, can you say it in English? We say 19.
19.
Yes, and the other two numbers on the right, we say 19 what? Which date or which year that Prince Sultan flew to the space?
19.
Yes? 19 what? You are doing well. Just go on. Continue. 19.
19. 19. Stop.
Okay, what about Walid? Walid Humain. Walid, can you hear me?
ايه
وليد والحمين.
سام.
Yes, Walid, can you tell me when did Prince Sultan fly to the space from here? When did he fly to the space? Okay, let me go up to the list of students. Yes, Abdurrahman, you raised your hand. Abdurrahman Al-Harbi,
إيه
you have the microphone now. Can you tell me when did Prince Sultan fly to the space? Which year?
1000 1958.
Abdurrahman Harbi and all of you, my dear students, I said we don't. Example, if I want to read this date, look here, all of you. If I want to read this date, I say 1985. We read two numbers on the left and we read numbers on the right. So here I can say in 1985 he joined the Royal Saudi Air Force. Harbi, thank you. You tried in a good way. The answer to the question is that 17th of June 1985, Prince Sultan flew into space on the space shuttle. Thank you, Harvey. Well done. Let me go to question number 5. Question number 5. How many? Okay. How many? When we say how many, it means we are asking about something countable, something that is countable. For example, I can say how many books, how many pencils, how many days, how many weeks, like this. Because all these nouns are countable. I can count them. For example, I can say one book, I can say two books, I can say 1 day or 2 days. When I ask a question about countable noun, we say how many. So how many days was he in space? The pronoun he refers to Prince Sultan. So how many days was Prince Sultan in space? How many days did he stay in the space? For example, did he stay about 3 days, 4 days, or 5 days, 6 days, or 7 days, or 8, or even 10? What is the answer? How many days was he in space? Who can tell me? I will begin again the whole list of the, for example, Aziz. Aziz bin Mihaj. Do you know the answer, Aziz? Many
maybe.
was he in space? How many days?
How many days?
Yes, was he in space? If you want to know the answer, you can go back, Aziz, to the text here. Okay, here we said in 17th of June he flew to the space. In 24th of June he returned to Earth. So how many days? Yes, how many days?
24.
Yes, in 17th of June he flew to space. In 24th of June he returned to Earth. He get back to Earth. So the question says, how many days? How many days? I will, that is, I will give you 3 options. You choose one. Okay.
Okay.
He stayed 5 days, 6 days, 7 days. What do you?
5.
We said he left in 17th of June. He get back in 24th of June. So how many days?
6 days.
You have to say 24 minus 17 equal, it is math. It is math. 24 minus 17 equal, he stayed about 7 days. Okay?
Yeah.
About 7
Days.
7 days. Thank you. Let me go to question number 6. How many children does he have? Who can tell me? How many children does he have? And again, when I say he, it means Prince Sultan. So how many children does he have? Yes, who can tell me? Who can say the answer? Yes, who can tell me the answer? How many children does he have? Mubarak, Al-Qahtani, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
How many children does he have? He has 2 children, 3 children, or 4 children?
2.
No, he has 3 children. He has 3
3.
children. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Mark. Number 7, where does he live now? Prince Sultan bin Salman. Where does he live now? Now, you live in Riyadh, okay? You live in Riyadh. If I ask you, where do you live? You say, I live in Riyadh. So the question says, where does he live now? Where does Prince Sultan live now? Where does he live now? Fahad Al-Arini. Fahad, can you hear me? Fahad Al-Arini, you have the microphone now. Again, can't hear me. Let me go to another one. Yes, Malik Al-Bradi. Can you tell me, where does Prince Sultan live now? Where does in
America.
Are you sure?
Saudi Arabia.
Yes, good, Malik. Thank you. He lives in Saudi Arabia. Thank you. Very good, Malik. Well done. Let me go to question number 8. When did the last space shuttle take off? Who can answer this question? When did the last space shuttle take off? Yes, who can answer this question? When did the last space shuttle take off? The last time that he went to the space. Who can tell me? Yes, Naif, you have the microphone now. When did last space shuttle take off? We go here to the text. Okay, we will find the answer here, this place. Who can tell me? When did the last space shuttle take off? Naif, do you know the answer? Okay, Naif, you. What about Walid? Walid Al-Hamin, I open your microphone. Please, Walid, do you know when the last space shuttle take off? Yes, Philippe, you have the microphone now.
في سعودي عربية.
We ask about the time, the date, the year, when was last date or the last year that the space shuttle take off. Which year? Can you tell me?
I don't know.
Okay, we say, look here, all of you, my dear students, look here. Last space shuttle took off on 21st of July 2011. Okay,
لا صوتك يقطع.
say it again. The last space shuttle took off on 21st of July 2011. Okay,
يا
now
أستاذ صوتك يقطع.
not clear. Okay, I will say the answer again. The answer to the question number 8 is the last space shuttle took off on 21st of July 2011. Well, these are the 8 answers to these questions. Okay, we have about 2 minutes only. 2 minutes only. I want you to in the home. Okay, I want you to talk about question number 2 in your homes. For example, number 1. Number 1, astronauts who went on the space shuttle have to be young and fit. Why? I want you to speak about these 3 questions with yourselves in the home, okay? Because we have only 1 minute and 50 seconds. Prince Sultan was the first person to do several things. What were they? He was the pioneer. Pioneer means it means the first one to do something, first person to do something. Okay, so why we say Prince Sultan was the first person to do several things? What were they? What were the things that Prince Sultan do first? Question number 3 says, would you like to fly into space? You yourself, my dear student, would you like to fly into space? If the answer is yes, why? And if the answer is no, why not? I want you to discuss these 3 questions with yourselves, and if you write the answer in a paper and you take photo to this paper and send it to me, it will be better, it will be good. Inshallah, we will complete question 3 tomorrow because we consumed all our time. Thank you for your presence, thank you for your listening, and thank you for your contribution. See you tomorrow, inshallah.